before I started going to the gym, I had no confidence, couldn't hold eye contact with people. I was obviously super skinny. There's so many things that there are things that you know are going to come from going to the gym, which is obviously gaining muscle and stuff. But there's these side things like life lessons that you learn along the way. And when I first started compared to now, obviously over the years you're going to change as a person, but I'm a completely different man from the life lessons that I've learned from going to the gym. One of the main things that I got out of going to the gym, even probably greater than muscle, is confidence and like a better mindset. With confidence, it just comes with going. Like as you go there, you start meeting new people, you start getting more comfortable with your body, you see yourself progress in the mirror, and you see these changes in your body, and it makes you just feel so much more comfortable being in your own body. You get better body language, your posture's better. And when you just see yourself, it makes you proud. Know that you actually did something to achieve this. You weren't just born with it. You actually worked hard and got to this level. And it's one of the greatest parts of working out, and probably the best benefit, honestly. Even better than the muscle, like I said. Like the muscle is part of the confidence, but it's just life changing how much more confident you'll be with this. And another huge thing for me was learning the importance of networking. And pretty much my whole life, I always assumed that networking was like, obviously I didn't think it was pointless, but I thought it wasn't something necessary. So I never went out and tried to meet new people and just kind of stuck in my own group. And I just did these things. And as I worked out more and met new people, these new opportunities would come from it. Like my job now, for example, like my personal trainer, I would have never been a personal trainer if I never started working out and meeting people. And I met other trainers who talked about how much they liked it and they make decent money. And I was like, I'm gonna try it out. And I love doing it. And it was something that came from that. I would have never experienced personal training if I would have never gotten in the gym. More things is like I've had so many job opportunities from the gym. Like, I've met someone recently who I'm really hoping this works out, but I might get a traveling training job where she's a photographer and she met this client who wanted a traveling trainer, and she told me that she can mention my name if she gets the chance to. So she does, and I end up getting this job able to travel the world and just train one person. They pay for all my traveling expenses, and that just be an awesome opportunity. And it came from me starting the gym. And you meet so many girls along the way too. That helps with your, I guess, just romantic life and your relationship life. Most of the girls that I've met in my life, I've met at the gym. Almost all of my female interactions from like that are long term have been from someone I met in the gym. And not to say that you can't meet them outside the gym, but it got me personally out of my comfort zone to where I wasn't talking to girls whenever I was younger, like in high school, early high school. I wasn't talking to girls and going out and meeting girls. And I got in the gym and I started getting more interactions with men, getting more comfortable talking, meeting girls, meeting these girls. As I talked to them, I got more comfortable just speaking to women. And so it helped me a lot in that area. So that goes along with networking. It's just social skills in general. And I met so many of my current friends through the gym, like the vast majority, like probably a good 70% of my friends I met through the gym. And I continue to meet people all the time. And just having these people, you never know what kind of opportunity they'll bring into your life. I made videos talking about martial arts and how I started doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. The only reason I started doing Jiu Jitsu is because probably one of my best friends now got me into it. I met him at the gym. He's the one who got me into it. Him and his dad and his brother do it. And they got me to come and do like the free week. I did it and I was hooked. I would have never started doing Jiu Jitsu if it wasn't for somebody I met at the gym. These things, like it's just small things like that, but you realize the importance of it. Like networking, I probably would have gotten into it eventually, but I started so much sooner. I developed my social skills, charisma, because I've met so many people and learned how to interact just in a setting like that, people I don't know, and it's just helped a ton. Another lesson I've learned, and this is also up there, like one of the best lessons, and this goes for all of life, but progressive overload. If you go to the gym and you've been going for a while, you understand how important progressive overload is. And progressive overload is basically you're at a starting point or you're just at some point in general and you progressively slightly make it harder so you get better at it over and over. You just keep making it a little bit harder and you get better at it. And this is something over time you continually get better at whatever the topic is, whatever the subject is, the skill, whatever it is. And it goes into all areas of life. I mentioned social skills. I make a lot of social skills videos. Progressive overload is a huge deal. If you're really shy and awkward and you just can't socialize well, you don't just go out and jump into a group of people and start talking to them. You nod at some guy like, "Hey, how you doing?" Maybe not even talk, just wave. And then maybe next time you see somebody, then you say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then next time, have a conversation. And you do it like once a week, maybe once a month. And then eventually you go to once a week, and eventually once a day, and then eventually multiple times a day. And you get the point. You just progressively get better at whatever you're doing. And it goes with everything. Another example, talking to girls, saying you progressively overload, meet someone a month, same concept. Then you get the gym, it's you do 10 reps of 185 on bench press, and then you get to where 185 is kind of easy. So you go up to 195, go up 5 pounds on each side, and then you get that going. Once that's you're getting pretty easy, go up again. And just basically, once you get comfortable doing something, you just up it a little bit. And that's progressive overload, and it goes into so many areas of life. It goes into business, literally everything. It's just whatever category you want to get better at, you just progressive overload and use this skill. And I learned this in the gym, and I've put it in so many areas of my life. And I'm so thankful that I learned this from the gym because so many things in my life would have changed if I didn't do this. Like YouTube, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube because I'd be posting videos and I'd be like, damn, I'm getting no views. Why? And I wouldn't understand that it's going to get better over time because I'm going to learn new skills, develop better videos, new ideas. Like it's just something that gets better over time. Now, I would have quit by now if I didn't start the gym. The gym led me to doing this, and I would have quit by now 100%. Another great lesson is longevity, and longevity is so important. You see this in everywhere, like every part of society. You see this. You see CEOs and companies. They didn't start as a CEO. They started at the bottom, maybe unless they have like a dad or something, or like a friend from networking, right? But you start at the bottom and you slowly work your way up, and this takes time. You're not going to just be there for 2 years and become the CEO. It's going to be 20 years, 30 years, and you eventually just start climbing and climbing, and you get better over time. But it's sticking to it is what'll really help. Like whenever I was in the gym, I started whenever I was 17, and I was so small, and about like a few months in, a year in, however long it took, I was like, man, I'm not at this crazy part where I'm just jacked yet, but this is something I need to be doing the rest of my life. Like I'll be healthier. There's no time I was actually thinking that way, but you got to understand, like it takes time, and you got to want to continue to do this in their whole life. You don't want to just start and be like, oh, once I get my goal, I'm gonna quit. You want to once you accomplish your goal, you want to keep going to maintain it and just let things happen. Continually just keep doing whatever you're doing, and things just work out. So you got to have longevity with everything. Like you see these top YouTubers, they were doing daily videos. They were sticking to it even whenever things weren't good. They don't just start off good. Every now and then somebody will pop up like on their first video, but you got to stick to it and just really just beat it into the ground. Like I want this shit. You got to understand that whatever you're doing, you got to want it, and if not, it's just gonna fail, or you're just not gonna get far. And I'm putting this into practice with YouTube because I've been posting every day, and I'm sure there will be a time where I get demotivated and I don't want to post, and I'm gonna try to just stick to it. But the way I'm trying to see it in my mind is I'm not a YouTuber yet, but eventually, if I keep posting, even if I don't get a lot of views, if I'm posting consistently, I'm a YouTuber, and I want to be able to stick to it. So I get focused on not making a lot of progress. I won't stick to it. Like I want to be doing this for years. I want to be helping other people, and if I quit, there's this longevity. It's gone. I'm not going to succeed in what I'm trying to succeed in. And another thing is you realize the importance of like your physique and how you like your frame and how you look. Whenever I first started, I was so skinny. Like I gained no respect from guys. Some girls would look at me, but less girls would look at me. I see people looking at me now, and it's like you feel, and it's probably partially from confidence, but you feel more seen, and you notice how people treat you differently. If you have a good physique, especially as a man, if you look good and you can tell that you work out, it's like you're just so much more respected by other men and other women because you can tell how much work they put in. They're going to the gym consistently. Like they started off tiny or huge, and now they're in a great point. And even me personally, I can see people who are putting in the work, and they just get so much more respect from me because I know what they're doing, what they're going through, and what they went through. And I know that they're trying their hardest and they're getting through this and they're making shit happen. And it's respectable. And you might say like it's stupid to respect somebody because they work out, but it's not the fact that they work out. It's the fact that that they work hard and they're putting in the work, and they were able to achieve something they wanted to achieve and put their mind to. And you understand something about them as a person and how their mind works. They go out and do stuff, and it's a respectable quality. You can't argue that. And last but not least, discipline. Another great life lesson I've learned. There's going to be days, and there have been days, where I don't want to go to the gym, and I'll still go. And I want to maintain what I've got. And even though I don't want to go, I still go. And this happens for everybody. But there's going to be days in the future, and there's a ton of days in the past where this has happened to me. And there might even be days where I'll stop going, and I won't go. And I'll feel it. I'll be mad at myself for not going. And the discipline gets me back in there. Discipline gets me in there whenever I don't want to be in there. And that's what really brings in results because even though you don't want to, you got to still keep going. And this is, again, with everything in life. And a lot of these life lessons, like there's things that are smaller, like obviously building muscle that I didn't touch. Like you learn how to build muscle, all this stuff. That doesn't contribute to other parts of life. These things will help you everywhere. And if you're on the edge of getting in the gym, like you're thinking about it, and you don't know why you should, and all this stuff. Like obviously you have the main stuff, like building muscle and all this stuff, but these side life lessons that I'm mentioning, they're going to help you in the future. They're going to help you currently where you're at, and you just see your life rapidly change. And I've loved the journey I've been on. It's been about 6, 7 years, and I've loved every moment of it. Even the times that I hate going, I still love going to the gym, and it's a huge part of my personality. I can't tell you how many people I've met, how much confidence I've gained, how much discipline I've gained, all this stuff that's just considerably skyrocketed my life and the things that's happened to me. Like I don't even want to imagine where I'd be if I never started going to the gym. There's no telling where I'd be at in life right now. And I genuinely don't want to imagine that. It'd be I can imagine I'd be pretty down low in society. But anyways, if you're interested in this kind of content, I make videos about self improvement and then ways I improve myself and ways you can improve yourself. Please subscribe if you're interested in this and leave a comment of other life lessons you might have learned in the gym through your journey. Yep. See you in the next video. Make sure it happen.